was 1968. I was in the 7th grade. And going back to the story, it was around 9:35 February. I don't remember the date because I'm trying to recall all this information. This is 40 plus years old information, almost like 50 years of information. So the teacher enters into the class, and like I mentioned earlier, that his name was Mr. Pant. He was a man, just tallish, probably around 5'9", lean, and always wore white shirt, buttoned up white shirt, and clean and khaki pants and black shoes. Very nice teacher. We respect him a lot. Very calm, always serious. I probably never saw him smiling. But anyhow, maybe that was his personality. So we did not want to think more than what we saw in him. And so this particular day, when he entered in the class, he was unusually serious, or had that very serious look on his face. We could not figure it out what was going on in his mind. And sure, he had a white shirt and khaki pant and black shoes, and his hair was kempt, perfectly well. Oil in his, he would put oil, some sort of oil, I'm assuming it was a coconut oil, and very well kempt hair, and his face was glowing, and he had some sort of an oriental look, Nepalese, Buddhist, slash little oriental look. And since he came from certain tribe, and it's called Garhwal in India, and so majority of people who come from that area have those little bit of features of Chinese, Tibetan, Nepalese, like, so he had that kind of but beautiful facial skin and a very glowing skin. So he started teaching Sanskrit. Now, some of you might not know that Sanskrit is the mother language of all Indian language. India has over 17 different languages and probably 450 plus dialect. So every 200 miles you travel in India, you encounter almost a different language and different customs and costumes people wear. So he came from the different tribe. So he spoke different language, and his Hindi was also had a little accent of his own language, like my English has is not an American accent. It's sort of a concocted between some American and mostly Indian accent. So anyway, the class started around 9:35 or 9:40, and he started talking about Sanskrit wisdom words. They are two-liners, and it actually expresses a lot of meaning, or have a lot of depth in those two lines. But it was Sanskrit, so not many people speak Sanskrit in India, even though it's a mother language of all Indian languages, but it's very hard. The class started around 9:35 or so, and he started teaching, and then and somehow he made a eye contact with me, as if he was trying to convey the meaning of that two-liners in Sanskrit he was talking about. And I'm going to tell you what that two-liners is or was. And somehow I always remember that two-liners he spoke about. It made a huge, big impact on my life. And that's the reason I actually wanted to make this video about. And I'm going to tell you that what that two-liner is, and then I'm also going to explain the meaning of that two-liner. And I will explain the meaning of the two-liner in Hindi, and also I will explain the meaning of that two-liner in English. So you would know what I'm talking about. It's basically about hard work. So it goes like this. Udyamen hi siddhyanti karyanina manorathe nahi suptasya singasya pravishanti mukhe mriga. I'm going to repeat it one more time. Udyamen hi siddhyanti karyanina manorathe nahi suptasya singasya pravishanti mukhe mriga. Now I'm going to translate in Hindi so that the people who speak Hindi, they would understand what this two-liner is. It means that आप मेहनत करते हैं. उद्यम means मेहनत. मेहनत से ही सब काम सफल होते हैं और सब काम आप accomplish करते हैं. उद्यमेन ही सिद्ध्यन्ति कार्यानीना मनोरथे. और जो मनोरथ होता है, मनोरथ आलसी आदमी को बोलते हैं मनोरथी. जो मनोरथ होता है, आलस से कुछ भी नहीं सक्सेसफुल होता, कुछ भी अचीव नहीं होता. तो उद्यमेन ही सिद्ध्यन्ति कार्यानीना मनोरथे नाहि सुप्तस्य सिंहस्य प्रविशन्ति मुखे मृगा. So the second line says that जैसे सोते हुए शेर के मुंह में अपने आप ही हिरन नहीं आता, उसको हिरन शिकार करना पड़ेगा अगर उसको भूख लगी है और अगर उसको अपना शिकार खाना है. तो आपको उठना पड़ेगा, आपको मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, तभी आप अपना जो भी काम कर रहे हैं वो सफल कर सकते हैं. So when he was saying that, now I'm going to translate in English so that my English speaking friends would understand what that two-liner in Sanskrit means. So what he's actually was saying that like a lion, if a hungry lion wants to have food to fill his stomach or kill his hunger, he has to get up and find a prey. And in this two-liner, the prey is actually targeted toward deer. So he's saying that the lion has to get up and he has to find deer to fill his stomach. So when he was saying that, Mr. Pant was saying that, he was looking right into my eyes. We never made eye contact before. I mean, just sort of a glance, eye contact, look at each other, and then that was that. But when he was explaining the meaning of it, I don't know what he had in his mind. I thought that he was directly speaking to me. And then when the period was over, no words were exchanged. He did not come to me and said anything. But the way he looked at me when he was saying these two-liners in Sanskrit, Udyamene hi siddhyanti karyanina manorathe nahi suptasya singasya pravishanti mukhe mriga. I felt like he basically conveyed the meaning to me. I came home and I recited this two-liners pretty much all day. It's been over 50 years. I still remember that. And the reason I remember that because I took it to my heart. And I thought that if I work hard, I can break the cycle of poverty. I can break the cycle of whatever this poverty is killing me inside and killing the family. Not literally, but we were suffering. So the point is, when I took that to my heart, it stays in my heart and it stays in my mind. Ever since I started working very hard, studied hard, played hard, everything I did, I took it to my heart. That just one Sanskrit class of two-liners made a huge impact in my life. Some of you already know that I'm a successful businessman. I came from basically bottom of the barrel. When I say bottom of the barrel, I really mean it. I was partially homeless. 6 or 7 or 8 years I was partial homeless. But for very short time I was homeless in Bombay. But I never gave up. Hard work I continued. Nothing came easy. But that hard work paid off. That hard work took me from nothing to multi-millionaire. No matter what I do in life, what I have done in life, I make sure that I complete the job. There is no way one can be successful if the results are not there. So you have to produce results. One has to produce results. So make sure you work hard. Make sure whatever your goals are, you accomplish your goals. There are many mentors you will be needing in your life. Mr. Pant was one of the mentors. He really didn't sit down next to me and said that I have to work hard. But the way he conveyed the message, or the way I took the message, made me think that I should work hard. And look at that. After 50 plus years, 1968, I still remember Mr. Pant. I hope he's doing okay. So whatever your passion is, wherever you want to go in life, make sure that you follow your passion and put your 100%. Sure enough, someday you're going to feel like, okay, I could not accomplish what I wanted to accomplish that day. But believe me, hard work pays off. Hard work pays off every time. It may not bring the results the same day, but it will bring the results. So follow your dreams, follow your passion, and work hard, and you will be successful one day. If I could achieve it, you can definitely achieve it. Look for what you want to do in life, whether it's a business or whether you work for somebody. The only way you will accomplish what you want to accomplish, very first thing, you always remember, you have a goal, you have to find a path to get to your goal, and then you have to continuously work hard to meet your goal. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you learned something. Write down in the comments if you learned something. Write down whether this video inspired you. Thank you again. Bye-bye.